Thank you so much for the music. Thank you, DJ Kids. That was amazing. The welcome was refreshing. Thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Entrepreneurs, business leaders, business owners from across the world, from whatever country you are from the world. Welcome to the Entrepreneurs Assembly. Today is a very special assembly. We're going to be hearing from our president, Dr. Somi Smart-Francis. I am pumped. I am excited. I am expectant. I cannot wait for what is about to be dished out to us this evening. Before we dive into today, we're just going to be doing a little bit of exercise. I call it the exercise of love. And the admin is going to be dropping a link in the chat box right now. We're going to be sending it to whoever you know you love. You have a family, you have a co-worker, you have a friend, even your spouse. I want us to pick the link right now and send it to them. Tell them, because I love you, I need it to be in this room. I am doing the same right now. I'm picking the link. Admin, please drop the link in the chat box so everybody can pick, and then we can send to our friends, we can send to our family, we can send to anybody you know you love. Don't be selfish. Pick the link. Admin, please, as we're expecting for the admin. Yes, thank you very much. Admin has done that. You can pick the link and send to your friend, drop on your WhatsApp status, your Instagram story, even your Instagram. I can see Mr. Chris is doing that right now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I can see everybody's doing that right now. Thank you so much. where we dive into today. Welcome again to the Entrepreneurs Assembly, powered by the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization. Thank you again for joining. I can see Mr. Preston. Mr. Preston, you look dashing. Good day, sir. I can see Mr. Dan. Welcome, Mr. Dan, it's good to see you again. I can see Mr. Chris from Ghana. Hi, Mr. Chris. It's nice to see you after the festival. We had a pump there at the festival. I can see Japheth. Thank you for turning on your camera. And then I would advise everybody, please turn on your camera right now. We're about to start. You don't need to turn off your camera. It's a place to connect, it's a place to network. Want to see your beautiful faces. If you're in a comfortable space, please turn on your camera. And then if not, it's fine if you put on your beautiful picture of yourself. And then we can get to know the face behind the camera. Thank you so much. Well, now, before we dive in, we're going to be watching a very short video. This video is going to tell us more about how to properly and professionally attend an online meeting. I want us to pay attention. I know the virtual DJ is putting that up right now. I want us to pay attention to the video. It's going to show us how to properly attend an online meeting. It would help us in our meetings. It would help us even outside assembly. This is not just for assemblies, for our business meetings. I've attended a business meeting before, and then just because of the way I structured my camera alone, the person I was speaking with sat down and listened to me. And then after the meeting was like, just because of the way you positioned yourself in this meeting, I've not seen that kind of position before, for someone to be intentional. Admin, waiting for you to please put on the video, and then let's watch and let's learn how to properly attend an online video meeting. Admin, we're waiting, please. As I was saying, I was so amazed at the way he listened to me, focused on me, and I won't say the amount, but I came up with a good financial sales. I think that was one of the biggest things that I made this year. I'll keep that story to the end of the year because it's a testimony that I want to share. But yes, it was an amazing, amazing, amazing time. It was an amazing session. Admin, please, waiting for the video. Admin, you want me to say everything that is in my mouth this evening, please? So waiting for the admin to bring up the video. Okay. And while we wait for the admin to bring up the video, we can just move into the next session. Just a minute. I think I should be able to do that from my own end as well, if admin is unable to do that. Anyway, what admin is struggling with is this network. I think we can just
How to attend an online video meeting. Number 1, always stay in the center of the screen. Your face should be in the middle of the screen, not at the top or at the bottom of the screen. Number 2, your camera should always be at face level, maintaining a distance of 30 centimeters or an arm length from the screen. Number 3, your lighting should always be in front of you, not behind you. Number 4, always use the landscape option when using the video call option on your phone. Number 5, your background should be simplistic with plain decor. This keeps the attention of the audience focused on you. Number 6, always make sure there are no moving objects or people behind you while you're in an active meeting. Number 7, always keep your camera on. It is considered unprofessional and in most gatherings unacceptable to leave your camera turned off. Number 8, remember to switch off your mic or mute it when not actively participating in a conversation or dialogue. Number 9, always check to make sure your name and company name appear on the window tab. Number 10, always try to be still. Avoid making too many movements or fidgeting during a meeting. Number 11, eating food or having a snack during a video session is considered rude and indecent. However, having a glass of water, tea, or coffee is acceptable. Number 12, when speaking, also try to maintain a normal tone or pitch. Never shout or speak erratically. Number 13, be on time and ready. Make sure you have everything set up 10 minutes ahead of the appointed time. Number 14, always look smart. Dress appropriately, you never know who's watching. Number 15, Always let the team know when you're done speaking by indicating "I'm done" or "thank you." Number 16, do not exceed your time limit. Number 17, always have your pen and notepad ready so you can take down important points and highlights of the meeting. This is very important. Number 18, make sure all the necessary devices are functional and running, such as your mic, camera, speakers, and internet connection. Also check your device battery status to make sure they are fully charged. Number 19, always stay focused and attentive during the meeting. Avoid multitasking so you don't get yourself and others distracted. Number 20, most importantly, try to be yourself. Stay calm and smile. Thank you. This video was brought to you by Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, AYE, the largest entrepreneurship network in Africa.
Thank you so much, admin, for the video. That was a beautiful one. And then thank you, AYE, for this wonderful video and also for being intentional about entrepreneurs and business owners' growth. It's rare that you would see a platform that would just give you a video like this on how to properly attend an online meeting. It doesn't just happen like that. You see it as the tiniest thing, but you know that the tiniest thing as an entrepreneur growth matters to Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization. Thank you once again. And if you're just joining us, welcome to the Entrepreneurs Assembly, powered by the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization, the foremost entrepreneurs organization in Africa and in the whole world, if you may ask me. I stand to be corrected, but thank you so much. Again, if you're in a comfortable space, please turn on your camera. We'd like to see your beautiful face, and then we'd also like to connect with you. Thank you very much. Right about now, we're going to testimonial. Yes, we're going to the testimonial. If you have a testimonial that you want to share with us, if something great has happened to you, your business wise, even in the past few months, you can as well just go on and raise up your hand. We want to hear your testimonial. We want to share in your journey. We also want to celebrate with you. Please turn this. If you have a testimonial, you can just go to the reaction button and then raise your hand. You would see the reaction button just beside participants, and then click it, and then you see raise hand, and you raise your hand. While we're waiting for people that have testimonial to raise their hand, I will just be reading through people that have shared their testimonial with us virtually. I guess they are unable to attend today, but they still want us to share from their joy, so they share their testimonial. And the first one is from Tandwe from South Africa, and he said, joining the AYE Entrepreneurs Assembly has been one of the most defining decisions of my entrepreneurial life. I used to operate my small clothing brand with fear, confusion, and constant second guessing. Wow. But one leadership session transformed everything for me. That's amazing testimony at Tandwe. Mr. President spoke about clarity, execution, and the mindset of a visionary leader. And it felt like he was talking directly to me. I applied the strategy shared that day, and within a short period, my sales grew by over 40%. My customer base expanded, my confidence returned, and I finally began to understand what it means to lead with purpose. AYE didn't just improve my business, it reshaped how I see myself as an entrepreneur. Amazing testimony at Tandwe. And we are also giving testimonial with so much for that clap. You deserve the clap. Thank you so much. We are also a living testimony of the growth that happens at the Entrepreneurs Assembly if you are always here and then you are consistent. The next one is from Musa Kamara from Gambia. I'm still giving a space for people that want to share their testimonial life. We want to share your joy with you. Please just go to the reaction button and raise up your hand. Musa Kamara from Gambia. Before the AYE Entrepreneurs Assembly, I felt isolated in my entrepreneurial journey. I had ideas with no guidance and no network to support them. That changed the moment I joined this community. In just 6 weeks, I built more powerful business relationships that I had in the last 2 years. One connection from the entrepreneur assembly, turned into a partnership that helped me expand my poultry farm business, something I once thought was impossible due to lack of capital and structure. The assembly gives you wisdom, clarity, and access. It is not just a meeting. It is a place where destinies are connected and accelerated. Wow, Kamara, that's amazing. That's amazing. And I'm sure Kamara turned on his... Thank you. I'm very sure Kamara turned on his camera when he got that partnership. I'm very sure. So if you are still here, you're looking for partnership, you're looking for sponsorship, you're looking for VCs, you're looking for investors, and you have not turned on your camera, you're in a comfortable space. I don't know what to say. Now, the last one here that I have here with me is some Patience. Patience from Ghana. Hi, Patience. I hope you are at the festival in November. I joined the assembly at the time when my startup felt stagnant and directionless. I was overwhelmed and almost ready to quit. But during one session on sales strategy, I heard exactly what my business needed. Mr. President broke down the psychology of sales in a way I had never heard before. I implemented one technique the very next day, and within a month, my revenue increased drastically. It felt unbelievable. AYE has become my weekly recharge, my learning hub, and my place of growth. Every Saturday, I walk away with something new, not just knowledge, but transformation. Amazing Patience. So, Corey, that's an amazing testimonial. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And I know today is also another day for us to hear directly from Mr. President. The people that have been consistent and has been attending the festival from day one. Sorry, I said festival. I've been attending the assembly from day one and has been listening to Mr. President would know that every word that comes out of Mr. President's mouth is transformational. And today will be nothing lesser than that. So be expectant, expect life-changing words tonight. Expect things that will transform your business tonight. Now, thank you so much. I can see nobody's raising their hand. People are keeping your joy. Don't worry. But I'm very sure next time we'll hear from you. Thank you so much. Now to the next thing. We at Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, we believe in unity. We believe in oneness. And we believe in the growth of Africa's entrepreneurs. And that is why we have a slogan that says, if you can achieve this much alone, how much more can we achieve together? Now we're going to be saying this together at the end of the session. But Admin, I don't know if you're able to share this on the screen, but then if not, it's fine. Thank you so much, Admin. Thank you. You can see if you can achieve this much alone, how much more can we achieve together? That is the slogan of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization, and that's what we stand for. Thank you so much, Admin. You can bring that down now. Thank you very much. And then, if we have a slogan like this, imagine the way people that are actually members of these organizations are growing together. So I'm going to say, if you're here and you're not yet a member, I'm not saying an Entrepreneurs Assembly member, a member of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization, I'm advising that you click on the link that the admin is going to be dropping right now in the chat box. Go there and register as a member of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization. There is more that you can get from the organization than just attending the Entrepreneurs Assembly. And I advise you, please click on the link. Admin is going to be joining. Thank you very much, Admin, for dropping the link. You can click on the link to become a member of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization. I'm waiting and I'm expecting to see everybody here as a member. Thank you very much. Now, we're going to be celebrating December births. Yay! December is my favorite month, actually, because it's a month of rest. Sorry. Okay, so if you're born in the month of December, don't be shy. We want to celebrate you. My mom is born in the month of December, so I'm going to be celebrating in our stead. So my hands are up. If you're born in the month of December, please raise up your hand. We want to celebrate with you. We want to dance with you. We want to celebrate you. We want to show you we love you. We appreciate you, and we're happy you're here. Yay, I can see Davy. I can see, oh, Helvis. Nice, nice. Happy birthday in advance. Happy birthday, DJ, please kick the music. We want to dance. We want to celebrate. Admin, please, somebody said the link is not opening. Can you please check the membership link and then we drop in the chat box, please? It's important. Yay, Patient. Your picture is so beautiful. Happy birthday, DJ, we want to dance, please. We want to dance. I want to celebrate in the seat of my mom. And I know my mom is not here, but I'm saying happy birthday, mommy. I love you from here.
Tout le monde est là pour toi, joyeux anniversaire. On est tous venus ce jour pour ton anniversaire. On vient tous de loin pour que ton anniversaire soit une réussite en ce jour, donc happy birthday. Faut te lever pour danser, happy birthday. Personne n'est fatigué, avec toi on va s'enjailler. Bouge la main, maintenant ça commence. Aujourd'hui c'est ton jour, et ça vous bringue des sans s'arrêter, parce que c'est ton anniversaire. Il n'y aura pas de poisson si on a checké, hein. J'espère que tu as envoyé le cadeau, hein. Tes amis sont là, ta famille est là, les tontons sont là, les tontines aussi sont là, tous les parrains sont là, les marraines aussi sont là. En tout cas, faut pas t'inquiéter, nous on a su la soirée pour toi. Chantez. Personne n'est fatigué, avec toi on va s'enjailler. Bouge ma reine, aujourd'hui c'est ton jour. Et ça vous bringue des sans s'arrêter, parce que c'est ton anniversaire. Le gars est joli, la femme est jolie, les invités sont jolis, mais on ne va pas que parler et danser, hein. On mangera aussi. Y'a manger à gogo, la boisson pour la flot. Si tu veux faut viser, sinon fais emporter. C'est tout ça là qui fait que anniversaire. En tout cas, faut pas t'inquiéter, nous on a su la soirée pour toi. Chantez.
Thank you so much, admin, for that beautiful song. And happy birthday to everyone that is born in the month of December. December is a very special month, and we love you, we appreciate you, and happy birthday, everybody, again. Now we're going to the time that we have been waiting for, the time to invite our president, the man. Oh, before I do that, apologies about that. The AYE website is currently under maintenance right now. So if you are trying to click on the membership link, the admin has dropped the number now in the chat box, which is the direct contact of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization. You can send a message to them on WhatsApp. You can call them on WhatsApp. They are available. We are available 24 hours to respond to your message and then to assist you in becoming a member of the Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization. Thank you. And back, drum roll, to the main reason why we're gathered here. I want us all to have a paper and pen here. I have my paper, I have my own book here, I have my pen here, and be ready, be expectant, because we're going to be listening to, when I saw this topic, I was like, good. I don't want to mention the topic. I know most of us know it, but I don't want to mention it. But when I saw the topic, I was like, God, what am I supposed to expect it? Because even me, I'm scared of what to expect right now. So I'm telling everybody now, be expectant, be ready, and then with a resounding clap, I want us to welcome our president and founder, Dr. Sumi Smart Francis.
Wow. Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much. There's a couple of glitch on my system. I don't know what's happening, but I really appreciate you. And before I start, guys, now I know why fathers used to cry when they give away their daughters. I swear to God, it's today that I know the reason one fathers, because I used to wonder, when your daughter, it's not like you're not going to see your daughter again. She's still going to be part of you. She's still going to be coming home. But why do you cry? I think they cry to see what their daughters have become. Tino, I am freaking proud of you. It's not even funny. Like, it's like there's nothing you cannot do anymore now. Many years ago, my dear Tino, oh my God. Please, if you guys enjoyed this impromptu moderation, they just told her now. So Emanuela is catching a flight, and Emanuela just saying, hey, back up for me. And she's like, okay, I'm jumping on it. Guys, if you enjoyed this impromptu professional moderation, please put your hands together for her. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let me put your hands together for this. This is freaking amazing. I am proud of you, and I will try not to cry when I give you hands in marriage. Now I understand that it's not because I'm not going to see you again, but because looking at what you have become, and then I have to hand over you to a guy. It's painful. It's very, very, very painful. You're a product of mentorship. You're a product. You're a pride of any mentor. You know, I can't believe it. Not just the way you moderated, but if something is so impromptu, you expect that somebody is still even trying to find their feet, and then seeing a replica of myself. Listen to this. In a female version has always been my greatest desire. Female version, most especially female African version. And because Africa needs a lot of leaders, especially female African leaders. So welcome. Thank you so much for such a great moderation. We're having a lot of network glitch here at the E-Village. Please bear with me. If there's any time that I'm disconnecting, I'm going to get a lot of backup Wi-Fi's. But I advise you to do the same. If you're in a comfortable space, make sure you got your cameras on. And if you know any leader in your life, especially any leader that their leadership will affect you, number one, maybe your CEO, your operations manager, your supervisors, your team managers, get them here now. I love when Tinu said a love exercise. Say, if I love you, join me. Me, I'm not even telling you to use any love exercise. Tell them, please, I am begging you. I know I'm your boss, I'm your employer, I'm your team member, we're in the same company, but come right now. Very important. I'll wait for you. If you know anyone that their leadership will affect you, some of you that are in a marriage, you have that husband, you have that wife, you have that father. You know, with fathers, you have to be systematic about it. So, Dad, please, can you just join this? Just find a way to beg your father. It might be something that has been happening in your family, descendants to descendants. Maybe today is the day God wants to break that curse. Get that dad. If you're in a ministry, in your mosque, in a church, you're leading a ministry, or your pastor, he will thank you later. He will so thank you later. I am waiting for you. Do this. If you've not done it, I question the kind of person that you are. Take the link. It's on the chat, ayyorganization.com/assembly. You know what I do sometimes? I forgot to do it today. Let me just do it now. I just post it into my family group. Let me even do it right now. To my family group, we're a lot in my family. So let me just do that right now. I cannot love the word and leave my family. Never. So it's just hold on. We have a family group. We have two. Ish, where's the group not popping up now? You see how the devil is working on? Okay, I found one. Sorry, I have to do the two. Family first. My family group, a big family, extended family. Yeah. Once I've dropped it, I've done my part. Yes. Now my conscience is clear. If you have not done it, you are here just checking. This message might not be for you. This message might just be to help that person. Listen, that their leadership may affect your life. If I could, I would tell it, call your president. I see no reason why you cannot tag your president, your governors. Their leadership will affect your life. You can just tag them. Wow. It's our year of leading. And this is the final session on that series of leadership. I have taken a couple of topics throughout this year. And I have taken Born to Lead. I've taken Where You Are, Place and Stage. I have taken the head signature, remember? I have taken the leader's load. I have taken, in the beginning was the word. I've taken a couple of leadership series. At the end of the year, we always show all my topics. It's always very beautiful for me to say it. And we're going to end that series now with this particular topic, lead or leave. Lastly, if you know any potential leader, I'm so happy when I saw my son is in the room. Young, small boy. Whatever knows I'm growing a leader from that. So I'm so glad that even at his age, he has to join this. If you have any potential leader, your younger brother, your younger sister, somebody you have been looking at and say you're going to lead in your life. In your workplace, you're going to lead. In your career, you're going to lead. Call that sister and your brother of yours now. They're the last people. I'm waiting. Tell them, join now. Any potential leader that you know that this person will grow up to lead, send this message. I have warned you, and I'm looking at some of you that are just staring at me, and I pity, again, the kind of leader you are. Because leadership without empathy is failure. You're false. If you don't have people in your network that you sent this to, no, you didn't pay for this. Let's be clear. It is free what you're about to get. But I'm saying that someone in your life, I just need this. And let's just quickly help that person. Quickly. Let me just check the room. We're almost there. Wow, I see my family member here. That's good. That's nice. That makes me feel good. Where's my son again? I need him here. I need his camera on. His camera should be on. We're about to go down. He has to know. He has to know before he starts leading in life. He has to learn. Still in the atmosphere of GEF. I heard Tino was talking, our moderator was talking about GF already in the mouth. It couldn't get out of the mouth. I've been trying to have a deep breath. I can't have a deep breath. I've been drinking water. It's not coming. Is it how powerful this topic is? Lord, help me. Wow. You're about to speak and it's so heavy inside of you. Let me drink water again. This is very rare. She was talking and she was still referring to GF because we're still in that fever. Congratulations to everybody that made it. Next bus stop is Cairo, Egypt. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Plan early. Everybody should go. And that's one of the things we're going to do next year. So you can start planning from now. I think I should start because this topic it's heavy inside of me. I can't breathe well. I don't know why. I think they're checking on me. Oh, see my PA again, came to check on me. I'm fine. It's just, you want to get me more water? Let me get me more water. It's just, I don't know, it's heavy. I don't know what's about to come out, but Sorry, eh? You know what? Admin, play music for 1 minute. Everybody, 1 minute, invite somebody. I need to take a deep breath. I don't know what is happening. I need to stand. I need to release a bit. Something is about to happen. I don't know what it is. It's my last topic for the year on this series, and I know it's deep. So I still advise you, if you have any family member, go and do that. Admin, give me 30 seconds. I need to stand. I need to just release this. Most people know before I climb the stage, sometimes I jump and allow this thing comes out. But this is heavy. It's heavy. This is so funny. Honestly, it's so funny. Admin could not play music because admin also ran to check up on me. And the team members, so they left their system to come check up on me, and they didn't know, guys, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. You can bring down that icon, put it on 23. It's the heat of the conversation, but I'll jump into it. I can't wait. It's boiling inside of me, and I can't wait. Guys, I'm sorry, but words can be heavy. Yeah. Inspiration can be heavy. And sometimes when your words that do not belong to you, it takes a lot for you to receive it first before you can give it. You might not understand what I'm saying, but especially if you're joining us for the first time. But I do not speak off my mind and I do not speak off my head. I only speak what I hear. And what I hear is deep, it's heavy. And Sakina, I might have to switch off your camera because it's a bit distracting. So it's either you're sitting or you are, joining from a bed, or if your camera is not stable, it's not professional. So correct it. Guys, let us start. You see, the most common crisis in any system is leadership without direction. I put it on my posts that a follower who does not know the road, it's a forgivable offense. You can actually forgive that person. But a leader who doesn't know the road is catastrophic. It's dangerous. You can stay an entire generation to an avoidable disaster. Be it in the corporate space, be it in ministry, be it in your office, in your company, be it in government, especially African governments. A lot of things have happened that even some parents have led generations astray. Generations astray. I have been in a home before where a lady, I don't want to discriminate or talk about race. I wanted to say in that race what they call their grandmothers, but if I say that slang, some people from that race will know. In a foreign country, I was in that home, and a grandmother sent a young child to go and light a cigarette for her. I didn't say mother. grandmother in her 80s sent a child like about 7 years old. Take. Go and light this cigarette for me. I'm sure we all know how cigarette is lit. You have to put it in your mouth, light it, and bring it. I screamed. What is this? Like, how? Maybe it's what she met from generation to generation, and she saw nothing wrong with it. As we start, I want you guys to know something, that positions doesn't make you a leader. It doesn't. A title doesn't make you a leader. An office doesn't make you a leader. The microphone as a speaker doesn't make you a leader. A uniform that you wear in the military as a police doesn't make you a leader. Leadership is not what you wear or the title you wear, it's what you carry. It's what comes from inside of you. And that's why you can sit in front and you can still be lost in life. You can be in charge and you can still be very clueless. You can be called a boss and you're actually a burden. This is very common in our continent. Leadership for them is, the president, the mayor, is visibility instead of responsibility. So when you're appointed as a manager in your company, or a director in your company, or you're given that portfolio, it's not the visibility of that role, it's the responsibility of that role. Another thing I want us to know as I dive in is that leadership, we are in a world where, I can tell you right now, we are tired of decorative leadership. If you notice the current revolution that has been happening with the Gen Z revolutions and protests, we're tired. There are too many figurehead leaders. In companies, in ministry, you appoint people as a leader in your company, they are figurehead. People are leading nations. I listened to Obama's speech one day. And he said that when he became president and he sat in the committee of presidents, he realized that, wow, there were so many empty heads, eh? At that level, only then did he realize that there were so many clueless presidents running a nation. Guys, there are many figurehead leaders at every level. And that is why today we demand that you lead or you freaking leave. You leave. The leaders who loves the applause, but they hate accountability. Have you noticed African governments, when the president is speaking? Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to tell you that today is Monday. And as today is Monday, we are going to make sure that as a government, we work on Mondays, because we are active. Does it happen in your country? Am I making sense to you? Because as president, I know the sun is going to shine. Even with standing ovations. It stops with our generation. At least it stops with every one of you under the sound of my voice. Leaders who want loyalty but refuse its sacrifices. They cannot sacrifice for the country. They cannot sacrifice for the company. They cannot sacrifice for the team, but they want the loyalty of the citizens of that country. We no longer need commanders who hide in comfort. We want leaders that will stand in crisis. And that is what we're going to talk about today. If I'm still making sense to you and you know any potential leader or anybody in your company that is leading anything, that you have trusted them with something, your team, better call them now so that they lead or they leave that company of yours and they don't ruin it for you. Because real leadership is bearing the weight. It's taking the blame. It's waking up late. Showing up early. It's sacrifice. So if you want the seat but you don't want the sacrifice, please leave. And leave today. And if you're in my company, you know already that after this topic, you better leave. As we are finishing, you better just resign now. Because we have run this campaign from the beginning of the year. I've taught you many things of leadership. I've brought in guests, different guests on leadership. I've brought in faster child leader. I have created leaders this year. Because I told my team, next year, I'm going to sit back and watch. So if you cannot lead now, you better leave. I won't pamper any one of you. I won't. And you better tell your own team as well. Some of you that have companies here. That's why I said, it's only fair that you call them to come and hear now this topic. Leadership now is about action. It's no longer about announcements, guys. We're tired. People announce things too much. I wish I could call all African governments to sit down to this topic. I will do this as this. We are planning to do this. We are about to do this. Announcements. No actions. We are tired of announcements. Because where there is no movement on the top, there is frustration at the bottom. Announcing. As a government, we are going to do this. Under our watch, we are going to do this. Meanwhile, under your watch, nothing is happening. You're just occupying space. With all due respect, leave. As a company, as the new general manager, we are going to do this. We are about to do this. Stop being about him. Let your actions speak as a leader. Leadership requires courage. The courage to act. The courage to do. Because leadership will cost you your comfort. It will cost you your popularity. It will cost you your sleep. It will even cost you your relationship sometimes. You will make decisions that people will hate. You will take stands that people will not understand. You will be criticized. You will be misunderstood. If you don't have the thick skin for that, leave with all due respect. If you want to come into a company and you want to be nursed, you want to be loved by everybody, you want to go everywhere and then speak like this so that this ones will like you, speak like this, we are not able to unleash as a leader. Leave. The day you start pleasing everyone is the day you stop leading everyone. So for you people pleasers out there, that they have given you supervisor role, they've given you manager role, they've given you what? Coward. Seek consensus. Leaders seek convictions. You are a coward. They call you manager. You are Mrs. Manager, Mrs. Liked. They call you a consultant. You are Mr. Liked. And you say you are a leader. You cannot take decisions. See, if you don't know the implication of weak leadership, it affects everything. As a leader in a company, your weak leadership will affect the staff. As a leader in your marriage or in your relationship, your weak leadership will affect the family. It will affect that relationship. It will affect that girlfriend because God has entrusted you in her hands or entrusted her in your hands. So somehow, if you cannot lead with that leadership, you are creating. Oh my God. As a king, if there's any king here, you have affected an entire community. And as you have affected your generation because of your weak leadership. Everything is sensitive when it's leadership. I will get there, you get there. Even when it comes to you can't even afford to delay. What am I even trying to say? You cannot afford to delay, because when you delay, people disconnect. When the leader is confused, people will scatter. When the leader is compromised, things will collapse. For those of you who have left yourself to be compromised, somebody will come and say this in your back, say this in your back, and then they've compromised you and everything, or they'll come and blackmail you, or they come and you allow it, you allow to be compromised. Things will collapse. Visions have died because leaders were compromised. Be careful. Be very, very careful. Because leadership is not about you. No. It's about those that you lead. Leadership is about who bleeds when you hesitate to lead right. You see, our world today, you must know that our world does not lack intelligence. We even now have AI and other amazing things. Our world does not lack degrees. You know, there's a lot of PhD holders, master, everything is there. Technology, we have. Money, even our world does not lack. Even platforms, we don't lack. We don't lack solutions, even in Africa. What the world lacks now, especially the continent of Africa, which I'm part of, is decisive and responsible leadership. We don't need more noise anymore. We need directions. We don't need influencers. We need impact drivers, impact makers. We don't need talk. We need truth. Those who can stand by it and confront it and tell you point to blank, direct. We need people who can say it the way it is. Dislike Trump like you want to. He has his crazy personalities and things that you may not like. But of course, like a human being, there are things I love about him. And one of it is his boldness. The fact that he will say it the way it is. And yes, we need those kind of leaders. Yes, we do. I just said something recently about my country that was shaking everything. Where were our leaders when they were supposed to talk? Where? Where were you when you were supposed to talk? And today, tonight, this morning, wherever you are in your own time, decision is required. Because I'm not motivating you, inspiring you here today. I am confronting you. Every single one of you. You must begin to ask yourself, am I leading with vision? Or am I drifting with convenience? You just want something that is in line with me. Somebody say, I want to check something if it's in line with my vision. Because your freaking stupid vision is weak. You want something that is comfortable for you. You are disguising it as in line with my vision. Wake up. Any big thing is not supposed to be comfortable. There's going to be a lot of discomfort to get you where you want to get to in life. Wake up. Ask yourself, am I carrying responsibility or have I been dodging it? Ask yourself. I am comforting you. Am I protecting the mission or I'm protecting my ego? I'm protecting my own self. I'm protecting my own belief. It's what you are protecting. You know, there are some roles they will appoint you as. There are some portfolios they will give you in life. There are some offices that you'll be appointed in. Are you protecting the mission of that office? As a police officer, as a military man, as a director, or you are protecting your own image? You know this thing is wrong according to company policy. You know this thing is wrong according to the office mantra. You know this thing is wrong as a military creed. It's against everything in the military. But because of your own office, I want to be a nice general. I want to be a nice MD. I want to be a nice production man. Okay, let me approve it for you, but don't let them know that I gave you that 2 days disappearance that you know can affect or destroy a company. Oh, we can't afford it anymore. We can't, guys. I wake you up and I don't want you, even, I am raising you all up. I don't want you to tolerate mediocrity anymore. Silent leaders, sleeping leaders, fearful leaders, compromised leaders, don't take it again. This season, it serves only two options. It's either they leave or they lead. I won't be surprised after this speech, or if my speech goes online, if it creates a revolution in some countries. Yes, let it create it. Let my voice create it. It's either they lead. We're not saying we are removing you, but please freaking lead. If you are the president of our country, if you are the governor, if you are the mayor, lead, or you get out of that chair. Get out. There are no more middle grounds. There's no more pretending. There are no spectators on the battlefield of destiny. It's either you are acting or you are dead. See, I'm saying it's either you're acting or you're dead, and you wonder why is president so deep with this? Because I know the consequences of failed leadership. I know. Please, I know. Failed leadership. For example, people who lead in the wrong direction. Do you know the implication? Have you seen people that came up with a doctrine and led some people to a very wrong belief? Even look at terrorism. There are some leaders who just led some people in the wrong direction in life, and an entire generation is going the wrong way. If you think every leader is moving forward, you're making a big mistake, because a lot of leaders are accelerating backwards. So you got to be careful. Even sometimes on who you follow, even your pastor, your imam, your governor, you have to be careful on who you follow. Be very, very careful. They compromise everything, and they lobby, and they I don't know how to even put this now. They play some funny games in the disguise that, oh no, it's wisdom. They run away for some issues. They retreat and they will tell you, oh, my followers know it's a strategy. Well, don't let me swear for some presidents here and some governors and some of your leaders. Don't let me swear for, because they will run away from issues. And I say, no, it's a strategy. Fuck. Let me not swear. Freaking stupid leader. Weak leader. They will not say, no, it's a strategy. We're trying to retreat to come back later. You won't see them come back later. They've entered their car, they've run away. Weak leaders. And they will march confidently in the wrong direction. No, it stops now in Africa. It stops because even if I will not reach everywhere in Africa, this audio will get everywhere. And the young generation will hear it and they will tell you, lead or leave. Because you put somebody there with no direction. Don't you know what speed without direction means? It's a different case to be going in the wrong direction. Then you are going the wrong direction with speed. Only one thing is guaranteed: a faster crash of destiny. That is what is guaranteed. Another one consequence or implication of leading, wrong leadership, is those that lead with fear. They lead with fear. They want you to be scared. Dictatorship. They want to silence anything you say. Hey, you talk, they kill the initiative, they kill the dictator, they kill the person. Anybody that is bold, they criminalize it. No, you cannot say this, you cannot post this in my country, you cannot do this in my company, you cannot talk when I'm talking, you cannot do this. They reward compliance over competence. You see people who are very competent. No, this one is too smart. You don't know there are some leaders. And that's why they came up with that 48 laws of power. because they were no, don't be too shy, don't be too smart. Where some in the world today, people are looking for talent, people are looking for intelligence. You now find intelligence and then you are intimidated by that intelligence. There are leaders like that who are scared of how brilliant you are. Instead of giving you platforms to shine, opportunity to shine, trying to bring you forth, they will kill you. They will not bring that thing forth. They want to use fear to control people, but they forgot that fear will control people, but it can never transform people. It won't. You also have leadership with hypocrisy. Can you imagine a leader leading you and is an hypocrite? There are plenty. They are preaching sacrifice. No, our country, we have to keep money. We have to save money. We have to keep money in this company, in our nation. We have to go on a low budget. But he has 5 private jets as the president. He preaches sacrifice, but he lives in SS. Hypocrite. We should sacrifice, but he, as the president, he has more than 5,000 troop resources wasting. I do not understand one thing in African government. I do not understand it. How you want to... Don't let me start saying some things. But as president, I will arrive somewhere and some people will leave what they're doing and they'll come and line up to come and shake me that I arrived when you're supposed to be at work. And they will arrive with comfort. You know, I'm in government. So to say some things, it's crazy. But of course, you know me, and everybody around knows me. I'm not timid, not to tell even my government the truth.
I think the network just kicked the Mr. President out of the room. But amazing, amazing speech that Mr. President is actually giving, lead or leave. I cannot wait for him to finish that speech. What kind of leader are you? What kind of leader are you following? Are you a person that follows mediocrity, or are you a person that stands in leadership? Are you a leader that seeks conviction, or you're a leader that you're just nonchalant? While we wait for Mr. President to join back in, I'm enjoying this session. It's giving me fire, and then hearing Mr. President speak about leadership, it's just as if he's defining himself, actually. I'm defining his kind of leadership. Mr. President is someone who would definitely stand for the truth. Mr. President is somebody who is a leader who is convicted. He's a leader who not just carry a vision for himself, but spreads the vision. That's why he has people like us, like people like us following him, craving so much to be like him, because you cannot have a leader like Mr. President and be mediocre. You want to die. It's not possible. What type of leader are you? I think Mr. President should be in the room shortly. I just want to be sure so that he's able to unmute. And then if you're in the room, and Mr. Gbenga, I don't know if you're there, if you can also please assist Mr. President from your end. I can see Chairman Dan in the room. Chairman Dan, good evening, sir. I've asked you to unmute. I want to hear your own view about how this topic is going, because I know you're in the US and then you're with Trump.
I am with Trump. It's a pleasure, Ms. Tinio. You're looking absolutely beautiful today and doing an excellent job, one of my favorite people. It's interesting that you asked me to unmute, because I was about to ask if I could make a comment. You said something absolutely right on when you introduced Mr. President, when you said each word is transformational. Many of you don't know me. I have been a serial entrepreneur for 45 years. I worked in a company that owned other companies for 10 years before that. And I have to confirm what Ms. Tinio said. Every word, every concept that Mr. President is sharing is transformational. I've worked with leaders and I've worked with bosses. And when Dr. Sumi is done, I'll make a comment more specific to that. But he points out so clearly the differences between being a leader and being a boss, and they're strikingly different. So I know from experience the difference. I know, as I believe myself to be a leader, and I know how I have seen others act who are bosses, who don't have convictions, who don't stand up for what they believe, who are not interested in shaking things up, but rather following the status quo because they want to be liked and they don't want to cause problems. So I am riveted, as I am every time Dr. Sumi speaks. I was blessed to see him in person at GF 2025 in Accra. I try to come to every one of these assemblies because there's always wisdom. When Dr. Sumi speaks once a month, I make a point of being sure that I'm here or reviewing the videos because he is that important. The words he says are that relevant to your life just as they are to mine. So I don't know, Miss Tunyoye, if he's back.
No, not yet. He's trying to join back, but you join back in shortly. And sir, you are so true. And Dr. Smart is somebody who would not say something does not stand for at all. And I believe that is the kind of leaders that we're supposed to have, especially in Africa, because I believe one of our issue problem in Africa is leadership. You have leaders that want the applause for not doing anything, apparently. I have a lot of press releases, but for not doing anything, apparently. And that was why they were all shaking when Trump, especially for Nigeria, when Trump made a comment in Nigeria, for Nigeria, everything that's going on in Nigeria, and that was how the comments, the leaders were shaking because they know themselves that they could solve this problem, but for the reason best known to them, they just decided not to. I can see Joshua Bonia in the room as well. Joshua, your cap is so nice. I don't know if you also want to add a few things to this conversation that is going on right now. I've asked you to miss. Mr. Dan, I'm keeping you there. Please, please don't mute because we was definitely listening to your contribution, sir. It's beautiful always listening to you, sir, as well. So,
Joshua, as it is for me working with you.
Thank you, sir. Joshua, please go ahead. What do you have to say about this leadership, lead or leave?
Thank you, Tino. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's a very difficult thing to ask me to speak when I was just listening to that, and then Chairman Dan also had to pitch in as well. I don't know why you called me. How could I be the one to fit into this shoe?
Your cap.
Get the cap. All right, thank you so much. All right. But well, we're speaking about leadership, and we just came back from the Global Entrepreneurship Festival. For me, I just came back to base since I left for that event. Today, I just came back, and all week long, I've been reminiscing on how powerful leadership is, how we are able to live and thrive just because one person decided to lead strongly and lead well. We all went to Ghana. It was beautiful. It was massive. I posted something today about some of the members of my team, who came together to do some things for me personally after the event. And that's all because, and they're saying things about me, and I'm saying, you guys, you need to see where I got it from. It's because of somebody's leadership. And, when you lead right and you lead strongly, you create possibilities. Possibilities, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. It's the possibilities that Mr. President created that we are now using to create possibilities for many other people. You see, that's leadership. That's powerful leadership. And it's not always convenient. But being able to lead up front, be there, don't give up, and I love this challenge that he's throwing to us, especially because this is the end of the year. And you're reviewing all your, I was going to, all those plans on your list that never happened. There's another time now to prepare, plan for next year, and not just plan, begin to execute and execute ferociously. So in absentia, I'm thanking Mr. President for this opportunity, for this platform that he has given to all of us to fly, possibilities is one thing that you can give anyone and it changes the game. I can see that he's back. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us this platform. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joshua. Welcome back, sir. The mic is yours, sir.
Welcome. I was speaking about the government, and I'm sure you guys thought about that. They've hacked me and they've kidnapped me. Dr. Aisha, she must have been praying immediately after. You can remove the spotlight on me. I like to see faces as I continue. But sincere apologies. It was a system shutdown, but I'm back. I've not been hacked. I've not been kidnapped. One thing you can know is that even when they try to kidnap me, I will fight back. So you hear that one or two also went. But anyway, let's go back. I have to get back to the realm. I have to see where I stopped. But yeah, I was talking about hypocrisy then. And, you know, let me even go to one of the most dangerous ones in the consequences of bad leadership. Leadership without vision. Visionless leaders can keep people busy, but they will never be fulfilled in life. They can keep you busy. You feel like they master activity without meaning. You'll be like, yes, we're working, we're going. They can perfect motions because you guys will be moving as a company, as a nation, but there won't be progress. You will not tangibly be able to track where we were to where we are and to be able to even forecast where we're going because there's no vision. If you do not have vision, please leave. If you don't have vision for that company where you are, if you don't have vision for that team you're working with, if you don't have vision for that marriage, if you don't have vision for that relationship, if you don't have vision for that ministry, please leave and stop destroying lives. Stop it. I'm calling you now, you useless leader. Do you think I'm going to joke? I am calling you out. And I am telling you, lead or leave. Don't just stand in front of a pulpit and say God called you and you are misleading people. Stop it. Stop it. Leave. You are destroying lives. You are destroying homes. You cannot get to that kind of a stage without vision. It is dangerous. When there is no vision, energy is wasted. Effort is scattered. Time is abused. And people fail. And the system will eventually revolt against you. Honestly. Either you are dead or alive, the system that you created under false and visionless leadership will revolt against you. Because people can survive even when there's no money. They can survive even when there's no talent. But when there's no vision, it's even in the Bible. When there is no vision, let me just leave that part. I'm sure you already know the consequences of that. And I've told you, following a person, even a leader, without vision, it's dangerous. Very dangerous. Another consequences of why I'm so passionate about this topic is people who lead for self and not for service. Their leadership becomes passionate ambitions instead of public responsibility. You know, I was sitting with somebody. Oh, I learned many things in government. I saw many things in government. I was sitting with somebody in government. And it's like, I want this position. And if I don't get this position, if they can give me this one, if I don't get this one, then maybe I can go for this one. Then I can go for senator. Then I can go for, and I'm like, what the heck? So you can just be choosing energy, agriculture, oil and gas without even a vision for it. He has no idea, no CV for those things, and he was just choosing portfolio. So if I'm not the minister for this, then I can go for Senate. But let's see. If they don't give me Senate, I can go just do this one once I'm there for like 8 years. Then after that, I'm like, is this what you guys have been doing in government? Is this how? Do you know how many appointments I have rejected because it's not in line with my vision? Are you guys aware? Were you there last year when I rejected that? Let me not even say some of these things here, but do you know how many things I've rejected? Like things people would die for because it's not in line with my vision. You think you can just come in now and call me Minister for Oil and Gas and I will go and do it? It's because I want to go and embezzle your oil and gas. I will collect a minister for mining. Why? What do I want to mine? Entrepreneurs? When do people wake up to the reality of the responsibility than their own freaking personal gain? That is why they can take any portfolio. They give them one appointment, they are happy because is there any room for embezzlement? Not a room to serve. You'll be hearing things. Oh, I've heard things. That place, that ministry, there's not much money there. I don't want that ministry because there's nothing, the money there is not okay. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what people are doing with countries? With states, with government, with province, with regions? And you guys are there, that you are even supposed to lead? Oh, you are focusing on the lead aspect. What about the lead aspect? I am calling you forth to lead. You are not too young to lead. If you have the vision, take them out. Go out there and lead. Leadership for self. Project becomes personal property. Teams now become their tools. They use tools. They make people tools for their own selfish gain. Visions become vanity with such nuisance. And then we continue to tolerate them. If you guys do not act, I can bet you Generation Z will act. If they don't act, I trust Generation Alpha. That is where my son belongs to. They will act. You think all those kids will allow one stupid person to be coming to lead us at 98 years old? Like that man said, Mo Ibrahim, are they leading us to the grave? You are becoming a president at 98. And there are people there keeping quiet. To lead what? At 98, your vision is blurry. You should have transferred it to a clearer view of a younger generation. If you're trying to show me something at 98 when you're wearing glasses, who is tolerating all this rubbish in this continent? Lead or lead or leave. Leading without accountability. They do anything. There's lawlessness, recklessness, everything is corrupt. They are untouchable. Who are creating those laws? That's why I love some of those Korean, Japanese countries where you do something, they beard you. They cut it off. I'm sorry, people might use these things against me later in future, but I am not too shy to tell you that I will do something bad for the sake of good. I've always told you people that. Oh, the bad people must not wait for somebody like me to rule or to govern or to lead a nation. I can promise you one thing, the bad will suffer. You rape, you kidnap, where a person like me is leading, we will show you that good can deal with bad. We will show you. Because we have even good leaders there, but they are too timid. Consequences. Please, this is not even a time. I'm not even looking at time anymore. I'm not looking at time because I have to pass the message. It's my last message for the year, and I have to release leaders here. I'm not even sending you to go and take over companies again. I am sending you to go and take over countries. Go and take over your communities. Go and take over your nation. I'm sending, this is a different mission. Don't you think I'm going to end our year of leading with a normal speech? You think I'm going to end it with inspiration? No. I'm leaving you with instruction. Because leadership without competence. See, good intentions without skill, we only produce destruction. If you're a manager, you don't have the skill. You're a project director, you don't have the skill. You are in whatever department they put you to lead, you don't have the skill. You are destroying that company. Because passion without preparation will always end in failure. You got to be careful. God will give you those places, but God will not give you the skill. You have to give yourself that skill. He will give you those opportunities and those platforms. It is now time for you to shine on those platforms, on the stage that God has placed you. A leader who means well, but still doesn't know how to, will still damage life. It's not by meaning well alone. It's about, I always tell people, where there's a will, there's a way. People thought it's the will is the desire. That will is not a desire. It is a strength to make will happen. It's action. I have a heart for people. I have a heart for people. Hey, heart does not replace capacity. Shh, build capacity as a leader. If you don't have the capacity as a leader, leave. Leaders. What about the ones that lead with ego instead of examples? We just finished GEF. I have people who will lead GEF like that from their bedroom. The only thing you come and give them is the report. What is happening outside? What is happening inside? Has the first speaker spoken? Okay. When am I speaking? We have leaders like that. But I have showed you example that behind the stage you are there. In front of the stage you are there. Outside you are there. Midnight you are there. Early mornings you are there. In front you are there. When they are carrying, you are carrying. When they are running, you are running. Example. That is what I gave to you. So if you want to be that boss that know how to give instructions in a continent where we are still building team, you are fooling yourself. And when you see people giving example and you think they are doing too much, then you are a fool. Because you must look at the maturity of the community that you exist. The continent we exist, you still need to lead and teach your team. They have not built capacity to an extent where you think that everything will be done without you. When you want to delegate, make sure that you have designated the time for growth before you start delegating. Some of your team, you might build them for years before you start releasing them. Today, I saw how beautiful my PA moderated. You think tomorrow I will rush down to the mic when I have it, It took years for what you saw today. The Tuni you saw today, it took years of building her. Ego-based leader. They will protect their image instead of protecting people. They fear replacement instead of preparing for successors. They are scared on that seat there. Yeah, nobody must come. They mustn't replace me. Instead of you to intentionally be preparing who should replace you to carry on the vision. Let me go deeper. Let me go deeper. If you don't know the implication, oh God. Let me go deeper. If you don't know the implication of wrong leadership, what about leadership with silence? You haven't seen leaders that are silent, where they are supposed to speak. They are silent where there's betrayal. When leaders, you don't know when leaders fail to speak, there's confusion, there's injustice, there's crisis, there's moral decay. See, there is death, lives are lost. Because when leaders are silent, they unintentionally, listen to this one, they indirectly approve what they should have confronted. Let me not go far. EndSARS. Do you remember EndSARS? Do you remember the silence? Everybody just wanted President Muhammadu Buhari to speak. That was what they wanted. Talk, address the nation. Talk, address the nation. What happened? Until lives were lost, property gone. They now realized to call the people to say, let us talk to the youths. Silence. If you know what silence can do in leadership, you are the manager, you are a CEO, you are saying things that are wrong, and you are keeping quiet. If you know what it can do, especially those of you leading governments, leading nations. See, if you think the numbers with EndSARS is small, okay, in 1994, 1994, Rwanda, one of the most horrifying human tragedies in the history of mankind happened in 1994. Within 100 days, over 800,000 people were brutally murdered. The world's worst genocide, at least that happened in my own lifetime. Neighbors killing neighbors, children, women, everybody. The genocide did not start with guns. That genocide started with silence. Silence. Every warning was ignored. Months before that killing, the United Nations had an intelligence gathering. They had the names, they had the location, they had timelines, they had proof of arms, everything. A UN commander was on ground. General, I can't remember that documentary. General, is it Romeo Dallaire? We must still check that documentary. He sent an urgent warning to global leaders. We know who they are. We know where they are. We know what they are planning to do. We can stop this thing now. Give the order. Silence. Global leaders did not do anything. They did not respond. The only response that UN commander got, silence, before they even withdrew the troop. Within 100 days, guys, please now, are you not following me? Do you know what 800,000 people is? 800,000 human beings within 3 months was killed because leaders were silent. Some of you are leading. You are quiet. Hey, what will they say? If I say now, they will come for me. They will come after me. They will say it's me. You are trying to protect your own image. Silence. Silence. If a follower is silent, nothing, highest thing, fine. But you guys as leaders, the implication of you being silent in the face of injustice, in the face of turmoil, can lead to catastrophe. That is why I'm passionate about today's topic. That is why today's topic is not about time or no time or assembly time. It's about you living here with something, a mantle of leadership. Or you leave. Leaders, there are many. You see leaders leading without emotional intelligence? I remember my close aide would tell me then, many years ago, he said, how do you used to know president when somebody is hungry? How? You pass around the cleaner, you say, hey, go get food. You pass around this person, you say, no, you have not eaten. Give. It's emotional intelligence, being sensitive to the plight of people. You are leading people. I am not sensitive to them. People may be brilliant and they are brutal. They may be sharp-minded, but socially blind. They may be strategic, yet they are destructive. We have many of those leaders out there. Suit, brain, sharp, fine leader, assertive, everything. But there is no empathy. And that is one of my strengths. To be able to understand the plight of a common man. You are leading in that company. You have not even been sensitive to the domestic staff in your company. I'm not talking about managers. I'm talking about domestic. When the whole inflation thing started, the first thing I asked my finances, how will people cope? Increase all the salaries, double them. No, we can't afford it. We can't. I said, well, which one have we ever afforded? Double them. People can't cope. Like, how would they cope? And I said, do not even touch managers. Those domestic people, everybody just increase them. Because how do you pay? And some people want big company, big CEO, big leader, and the security guard is earning 30,000 naira. They don't even know what they are earning. The reason why they are blind to what they are earning is because they don't want to be attached emotionally to the plight of people. So they would rather not know. But me, as long as the pay list is so long, I don't even care what the big people are earning. I go to what the cleaners are earning, what the securities are earning. What do they earn? You have to be concerned because you can forget those people in the system. And your company may be making billions of dollars, forgetting that there is still a single mother of 5 children that is earning $50 in your company. The ones that are disliked the most are those that lead without courage. Timid leadership. They avoid confrontation. They avoid difficult decisions. Unpopular truths they don't want. They risk reform. Oh, we can't reform. Oh. What they are supposed to address, they will postpone it. They dilute what they should be declared. Instead of you to come out as a leader and say, I declare war on terrorism, they'll be changing the word. And the Earthman is this, we are working strategically. You pamper words. As a leader, you don't have the courage to speak. They fear backlash. You know, they'll be delaying things. They will tell you it's strategy. Guys, if you don't know, a coward in authority is more dangerous than a rebel in opposition. If you allow a coward to wear the uniform of a general, we are in trouble. Put a brave man there, you understand that terrorism will clear on the face of earth. So when a Donald Trump stands up and says, I'm going to wipe out this, I'm going to wipe out this, and you say somebody like me should not like those statements, I might not agree with everything he does, but there's some statements that I want world leaders to say. Where is African Union? And they are seeing so many terrorism in Africa. Where are they? Where's those ECOMOG AU soldiers? Where are they? Where are the leadership in this country? Why do we have to wait for a Donald Trump to speak? Can't you even say the statement that even the terrorists and these evil people can hear? I know that we are ready. That I will behead you if you come to my country or my state to kidnap somebody. What is wrong with you? You call yourself a leader, but you're a coward. You don't have courage. You are diluting speeches. So I said, they will not be using big grammar. Stop it, stop. If you come to my state to rob, we will mess you up. Speak without, the day we have leaders that don't read paper, that is the day Africa is blessed. Speak from your heart and not from your speech. You are writing paper, you are reading for who? Speak from here. I will not tolerate this in my country. And the life of one soul is the life of everybody in this country. If you try one soul here, you have tried me. Let even terrorists be scared that we have a madman there who will deal with us. You are now coming to address terrorists that do not understand English. Terrorists, we're telling you, as a nation, we're strategically analyzing our strategic formation to make sure that we are telling you to desist from desist what? Terrorists does not understand desist. Lead, man, or leave. Let us wake up in Africa, for heaven's sake. Let us wake up. Let us wake up. They can't make decisions. Hey, if I tell you some things that has happened on the face of Earth, when they were launching the Challenger from that space shuttle, I think it was in 1986. That Challenger, I don't know if you know that story, if you guys follow this Space NASA thing. They told them that they gave warning. All those guys gave warning. But the courage to speak from their head of that NASA operation to say, no, we are not going to go and lift these astronauts in the sky. They are some warning. The fear of, oh, we've spent so much, what will the presidency say? Nobody stopped that operation. And what then happened? All 7 astronauts, they died instantly. Because nobody was there to have the courage to stop that operation. Till today, America was in shock about that. Disasters are avoidable if you put in courageous leaders. And disasters can be stopped when courageous leaders are on the set. If you are a president of the country, they say there's terrorism, you wear camouflage, you tell your generals, let's go to that Zambia. Let's go to where that thing is. And everybody, we are camping here together. You think that terrorism too will not reboot? Will not reboot? See, if we have missed it in those generations, I will not miss it on you guys. That company that you are, you will lead with courage. You see a person doing nonsense, you cannot fire. You see you are saying, oh, it's not really my company. It's not. You are a leader. Lead with courage. I told you, everybody cannot like you. I told you the day you start pleasing everyone, you have stopped leading everyone. You cannot. How you will know you're a useless leader is if everybody liked you. And nobody say, hey, this man is doing, oh, this lady is doing. No, that you're a useless leader. You're not leading. You are petting people. You are patting. You're not leading. You're not leading. And the last one I'm going to tell you about one of the craziest consequences is leading without listening. Why do you think I can speak to you like this? Because I learn. Oh, I learn. I listen a lot. I watch documentaries more than movies. I have people that I talk, when my mentors are speaking, I can't even talk back. Go and ask anybody that has seen me around my mentor. It's like I'm worshiping my mentors when I'm around. Sometimes they're not making sense, but I know what I want to listen. I want to listen. That is one strength of leadership. Listen to your mentors, Listen to the people you lead. Listen to the plight of your people. Listen to your nation. Listen to the cry of people. Listen to what they are going through. Listen even to what they are not saying. You see people that they just want to command more than they connect. They assume more than they can understand. They want to learn in isolation. I'm the leader instead of learning from insights of being with the people. Do you think that me eating with my team every time is not a strategy? Do you know what eating with my team does for me? It gives me insights to the plight of my team, consciously or unconsciously. From the way a team member eats with me on my table, sometimes I know that this person is hungry. Something has to be done. From the conversations I have with my team on just by eating together, I know some things we need to change. I gist with my team. Last night we were here till late, just chatting, gisting. There's some leaders that people cannot approach you because you're a leader. Are you the first person to start a company? They cannot even sit in your space. You are the leader. You cannot listen to anything. Nothing. Guys, the greatest strategies in tragedies in history was not created by evil followers. So they were enabled by confused, fearful, compromised, and visionless leaders. Leadership is not about just wearing that role, guys. Because you can destroy destinies, you can destroy generations. You can. Please lead, guys. Lead. Start leading. It's my final note to you. Wherever God has placed you, at work, please lead. Lead right. At home, please lead right. Set good examples in your relationships. Set good examples with your ministries, in your companies, in your government. Lead right. Wherever, if you're in public office holder here, please, and you're part of this assembly, please be a good example. Let people find out how come you are like this. Let people ask, where are we getting this breed? And let them know that it's traced back to this place. Lead right. Lead that business well, that relationship, that company, those teams that are with you, even that friends that you have in your circle, lead them well. There's a reason why God placed you there. Show them the good example. When they're going astray, lead well. Or you leave if you can't. But if you choose to stay, lead with integrity, lead with boldness, lead with compassion, lead with vision, lead with sacrifice. It takes sacrifice. You cannot be the leader and you think you will not close late. You will not come for meetings and weekends. You will not. That is why you are a leader, for heaven's sake. You cannot be the leader and there will not be sacrifices, that you will not suffer with the company. No, those are the things that they are your own investment, your own sweat equity to get to the top. Lead so strongly that darkness will retreat. Lead so clearly that confusion dies around you. Lead so selflessly that you begin to raise new leaders. I heard you, Josh, when you spoke. You were not giving me that remark in absence. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And that's what selfless leadership has risen on another leader. And I see what you're doing with your companies. How you are raising even young leaders. That is the ripple effect of leadership. But guys, if you cannot do all this that I've said with due respect, please leave. My name is Sumis McFrancis, and I'm nothing without God. Thank you very much.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Amazing, amazing, amazing one. This week did not just talk about one of the leadership problems that we have, the biggest leadership problem that we have in Africa, but also speak to us as upcoming leaders, not even upcoming because we're already leading, as leaders in the society of how to lead, the steps to take to lead. Thank you so much, Mr. President. This is amazing. I've taken a lot from this, and I believe a lot of people here are also taking notes. I'll think I'm going to start today. I have a project in my hometown that I was asked to take leadership of it, but I've been telling them, oh, I'm busy, oh, I'm busy, oh, I'm busy, I'm coming, I'm busy, I'm coming. But I think this night I'm going to send them a message and say, because of my work, I need somebody to work in my city. I'll just support instead of just taking that leadership position and then leaving it. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Yes, it's feedback time. It's feedback time. I just gave my own resolution from this speech and how it touched me. If you have, if there's any way or any point that this word has touched you, if there's anything that has resonated with you, lead or leave. You can use the reaction button. Raise your oh, Moshood, I don't. That was fast. That was fast. I have Moshood. Yes, I have Mr. Benga. Of course, Mr. Dan, definitely. I'm even going to call you. Do not raise up your hand because we also want to hear from you as well. I need more people to also raise up their hand. The window is still open. If you have a feedback, if you have anything that resonates with you, if you have anything you want to share, even if you have something that you want to denounce, just like I did right now. Thank you very much, Patrick. Please raise up your hand. Would like to hear from you. Oh, thank you very much, Adetutu. I think I'm going to start now. Moshood, I'm going to ask you to unmute in just 1 minute. I see that, Moshood. You have just 1 minute. Please just go straight to the point, give your feedback, and okay.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I thank Mr. President once more. Shamadam, I'm still dreaming about GAF because I was present live on the day. The fact is that if you have what it takes to lead and you are not leading, others will lead all of us astray. I think we have to be ready because we have been fed well and we have gotten what we have to take for us to lead. I think we need to take up the responsibility to save our country, to save our community, to save our world. Yoruba adage you say, oh, Simbe, you keep complaining when you know that is right, what is right, and you are not taking part. My brothers, I'm the founder of Banana Village Project, and this is a project that is comprising about 200 or 300 people in poverty that want to take them out of it. So we are leading. Whatever you have, I'm reading this book and it's changing my life. I never regret buying it, The Gifts of Success. I'm reading it. I've read The Beggars, and these are great inspiration for our Mr. President. Once more, I thank you for the opportunity. I was just dreaming, if I am not at JEF, how will it have been? How will I have been thinking? How kind of methodology will I now be having? Thank you very much once again. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you very much, Moshood, for that feedback. That was amazing, amazing feedback. I'll go next to Adetutu. Adetutu, I've asked you to unmute your mic. Please go ahead and give your feedback in just 1 minute. Thank you. Adetutu, we can't hear you. I think your audio is having an issue. If you're connected, okay. So I think while you're trying to sort your audio, I'll just move to Samuel. Samuel, I've asked you to unmute your mic. Please go ahead and give your feedback.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Sinu. I want to really appreciate the president for having us this evening. It's been a wonderful one. I was invited here by Blessing, and I'm so glad to be here. I honestly didn't think I would be able to make it because I was racing against time. So I'm based in Gusau, Zamfara State, the hotspot of insecurity in Nigeria right now. And then I'm really confident of the fact that with knowledge base like what the Mr. President have shared for us this evening, a lot of minds are going to be changed. One of the major things I picked is the fact that many of us are scared of being leaders because we are scared of criticism, right? Many of us are scared of criticism. We are like, what will people say? What will this person think about me? We are very insistent on making everybody happy about us because we are leaders. One of the major takeouts I have is that if you must be a leader and a good one at that, you have to prepare your mind for criticism. There's not all of your decisions that are going to be taken lightly, or they are not all of your decisions that are going to be appreciated at first until it begins to yield results. So once again, I'm very grateful to be here, and I look forward to having more of these kind of sessions where I can learn. Like I said, this is my first time here, and I'm really, really happy I made it here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Samuel, and welcome to the Entrepreneurs Assembly. We hope to always see you every Saturday. Before I unmute Adetutu once again, Patrick and an iPhone, please, you need to turn on your cameras to be able to give your feedback. So if you're in a comfortable space, please turn on your camera. Adetutu, I've asked you to unmute again, and let's try again if you can hear you.
Okay, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you so much, Tinoye, for this opportunity. And I would like to especially appreciate Mr. President. Thank you so much, sir. You are a leader worth following. You walk the talk. You don't just talk, you walk the talk. Thank you so much for an exemplary leadership. I really appreciate you, sir. So something that stood out for me in this session today is what Mr. President mentioned, that disasters are avoidable if we have courageous leaders. You know, so many times we complain about things that are not going well, about things that are not going the way it's supposed to go, and we fail to do things because we fail to provide solution, because maybe we are timid or we don't know what to do. So this stood out for me that some things, some mistakes, some disasters are really, really avoidable if we can just stand in place instead of complaining. And something I have been doing, and I want to do more, is to always stand in place instead of sitting down and complaining. Just stand up and do something. So thank you so much for that, sir. I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Adetutu. That was a wonderful feedback. And of course, Mr. President is a leader of action. Lives by his word, lives by his mantra, and we all here are also a living testimony of Mr. President's work. Thank you so much once again, Mr. President. I can see Rosemary. Rosemary, I've asked you to unmute your mic. Please go ahead and give your feedback in just 1 minute. Thank you. I've asked you to unmute your mic again. Please let me know. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sinu. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for this wonderful section today. What stood out for me is the fact that Mr. President pointed very well how leadership is all about sacrifice. Like, when you know that this thing I'm getting into is going to take my time, it's going to take my comfort, it's going to, even to your own interest, sometimes it would take away your interest, all you want for yourself, just because you are fighting for the greater good. You have peace working in that leadership position. So all of us have heard about the stories of Mr. President, the late nights and everything. So his leadership have inspired many, even me here. So because of the vision we see, he's seen, and we are following that vision, we are here learning from him. So leadership is about that sacrifice. So when you have peace that, yes, this thing is going to take a lot from me, so you have peace with it and you work with it, it's going to be like, it's going to work smoothly for you. So this assembly is just a call to action for us to rise, for us to rise up, for us to lead with purpose and make a difference in every sector that we find ourselves. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rosemary. Yes, it is a call to actions for every one of us to lead, stand up, take that mantle that has been given to you and lead. Thank you very much once again. Itopa, thank you so much. I've asked you to unmute your mic. You can go ahead and give your feedback in just 1 minute. Thank you. I've asked you to mute your mic again. You can just click. Okay, so I think you're struggling with your mic. I'll just move to it.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm really glad to hear. It's always one of the biggest loss for the year and a half, but all thanks to God for the gift of life. Again, I'm so glad that I'm here today. You know, something new comes into your life, and not just to speak, he asks it. Of course, I was privileged to be at the global business meeting.
Sorry, your network is glitching. I don't know. And sorry, I had to mute you. Your network is glitching. So maybe I'll just call you back. Just hold that up, please. If you can maybe change your Wi-Fi and then we can call you back. Thank you very much. I see Patrick has turned on his camera. I'm going to ask you to unmute your mic now. Please go ahead and unmute your mic. Thank you. And give your feedback in just 1 minute. Thank you very much. I've asked you to unmute your mic again. Right.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, please.
All right, good evening. Yeah, my name is Patrick. This is my first time joining online section, though I was live in GEF 2025 in Ghana. I want to sincerely thank Mr. President for the passion and the insight this evening, speaking from the point of taking action as a leader. I'm grateful listening to him. I won't want to say much. I'll just would be learning more in the days ahead. I have a lot of leadership positions that I occupy within the religious circle and then the secular circle too. And learning from people who have gone very far like him is a great advantage. Maybe lastly, I will want to also, if he has the opportunity to respond to my question, I want to also ask him to talk about how to manage situation where you have leadership responsibilities on you from different quarters, and you really needed to deliver on those assignments at precision. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love the fact that you have a question for Mr. President. Sir, I don't know if you want to respond to the question now or you want us to go with feedback, then you just round up with the answer, sir. Oh, okay. And we'll round up with the answer. Thank you very much, sir. Just before I call the next person, please don't go yet. You are a leader. A leader stays to the end. We definitely have a networking time, a dancing time at the end of assembly. And then please don't go, please stay with us. Let's network, let's connect, and then let's dance together at the end of the assembly. Yes, I'm going to be calling a topper again so that we can try your network and see if it will work now. Please, I've asked you to unmute your mic. Please go ahead and give your feedback in just 1 minute. Thank you very much. Oh, I think he's here now. Please go ahead.
I'll just type. Yeah, let me just type it. Since his network is, I'll type it. Let me type it.
All right, fine then. Thank you very much. All right, so I see Joshua's hand is up as well. Joshua, please go ahead and give your feedback in just 1 minute. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So my feedback is in two ways. First of all is to Mr. President to reemphasize what you said or what I said before. Thank you. Thank you for creating these possibilities. It's in these possibilities that we are making things possible. And to every other person, you know, this is like a church. The Bible says that when we come together, by the way, I'm the church, you're the church, but when we come together for the assemblies, for perfecting the saints, and after we are done perfecting the saints, we are then sent out for ministry. Every Saturday, consistently, we've been coming here. It's like a challenge, just to add to we've been coming here every Saturday. I know this is not the last Saturday. This is not the last assembly for the year. But to whom much is given, much is required. I'm challenging us, everybody, You can't sit under such an audacious vision and be small. Refuse to be small. Refuse to be small. Lead boldly. Let the things that our president is doing inspire you to try new things. Well, so what? You fail, you stand up again, you have a community that will support you, you keep going again. But lead courageously, and I'm hoping that, I'm believing that in 2026, we'll do more than what we have ever accomplished. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Joshua. That was a very wonderful conviction. Thank you very much. I see David Ekanem. David Ekanem, I've asked you to mute your mic. Please go ahead and give your feedback in just 1 minute. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Such a great privilege to be in the room with fellow people that has the same vision with me. At first, I'll start by thanking Mr. President. He took out the burden in my heart, right? As a young person that has a vision for Nigeria, right? I just observe, we find out in our country, we don't have people who could just come out and speak to address certain things, which is actually affecting the country. I'm grateful I was in the room, but then let me just quickly drop what I actually got from today's meeting. At first, he said, when there is no movement from the top, there is frustration at the bottom, right? This is the same thing that is happening to us in the country. Everybody here in the bottom, we're just complaining. We are frustrated about what's currently going on in the country, but this is actually resonating to what Mr. President said. There is no movement at the top. No one is coming to address this, and this is why we are actually, we in the bottom, we are actually angry, frustrated about things. And secondly, he said there's an implication of weak leadership, right? Your weak leadership could cost a generation. It's actually costing our country, right? Like it said, I mean, to eventually keep costing us. And there's still a lot more, but I mean, these are stuff I got that actually took out the burden from my heart. And I'm actually grateful I was actually in the room. Thank you so much, Mr. President. I'm grateful.
Thank you so much, David. That was wonderful feedback. And it's true. Nowadays, Nigeria is always angry. Whenever I see us, we're just angry for no reason. But it's not our fault. It's because of how the country is going. Oh, yes. So I have Esther Adebambo. Mrs. Esther, I've asked you to mute your mic. Please, iPhone, I'll need you to turn on your camera so I'm able to call you. I might not be able to call you if you do not turn on your camera to give your feedback. Thank you very much, Mrs. Esther. Please go ahead and give your feedback. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President and the team. It's what's been here. You know, the thing that resonated most with me is that good intention without the skill will produce destruction. You know, we sometimes have good leaders, and those are the people that sometimes just go silent. But they may have good intention, but if you don't know how to lead, there's going to be problem. So I learned that you should not just have good intentions, you should also develop skills that will help you lead well, so that you will know the skill to deploy in that leadership position that you are occupying at that time. You might need different skills for different environments, but you just having a good intention is not it. Knowing the skill to deploy at that time in that environment to solve the needed problem. Because my husband will always say something, that leaders that cannot solve problems are liabilities. So if you're a leader, you can't solve a problem, you don't have no business there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Esther. That was a wonderful feedback. Yes, President said good intention without skill will lead to destruction. He also said passion without preparation will lead to failure. So lessons for every one of us. Are you preparing for that leadership role that you're about to take, or that you are aspiring to take, or you're just sitting down and expecting it to come? Please think about it. Yes, Mr. Chris Atiga, the mic is yours. Please go ahead and give your feedback in just 1 minute. Thank you very much. I've asked you to unmute your mic.
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me now, Tinu?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tinu. Thank you, Mr. President, for such a wonderful message. I think this is a beautiful way to crown the year with your message, because every statement that you made, carries weight. And I believe, just the way Chairman Dana said it, I think we should all go back and listen to this message over and over again. Just as we just heard it, that is raw. But I think when we go over it again, there's a lot that we can derive from this message. And one of the things that stand out for me most is leadership without listening. So listening to you alone is a blessing. To just sit down and listen to it every Saturday, every month, anytime you have the opportunity, President, is a blessing to us. And we believe that if there's a way we have to find to make sure that you have access to the ECOWAS Parliament, to the AU Parliament, I think we need to start proceeding to that so that you can have the voice for the entrepreneur, the voice for this youth to be heard out there. That some of the things that the youth have on their heart, or some of the things that the youth need, we believe that you have that strength, you have that voice. And then when we do it and you get there, we believe that so many things will be changed in Africa. President, we thank you a lot. We believe that following you is not a waste. Following you is transforming our life and transforming destiny. And through us, in coming year, so many destinies, so many entrepreneurs' life will be transformed as well through our effectiveness. Thank you very much. I'm done speaking.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris, for starting the revolution. The revolution has started. Yes, one voice, one action. Let's move there. And let action begin. Mr. Gbenga Adebambo, the mic is yours, sir. Please go ahead and give your feedback. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, thank you so much, Tinoye. Today, for me personally, today is a day of sober reflection. And I really want to appreciate Mr. President. It has been 12 months of leading us in this direction of leadership, our year of leading. And Mr. President, I want to personally appreciate you. Sometimes I wonder how you are able to keep your leadership sanity. And you are still also in the political space. Sometimes you look at Africa, you talk so much about Africa, and my heart is actually broken tonight. When you see, sometimes here we find it very hard differentiating between a leader and a politician. Why a politician is preparing for the next election, a leader is building the next generation. And it's good to see Mr. President wearing those two caps and still speaking like this. It's important. He's a member of cabinet in the government, and it amazes me having a leader, in the political space and still speaking like this. And Mr. President, you said so many things today that really resonated with me. And for 30 seconds, I'm just going to go through it. Number one, you said leaders don't go after consensus. They go after conviction. And I made up my mind. For 2026, I'm not going to be following consensus. I'm not a majority leader. I'm a conviction leader for 2026, starting from today. And also you said something, leadership is not about the seat, it's about the sacrifice. So for every seat, there's a sacrifice. I want to sit down and ask myself, what seat am I occupying and what is the sacrifice attached to it? And you said something again, Mr. President. You said leadership is not by announcement, but by actions. And by listening to you today, I've been able to pen down. I don't think I will want to share it now because it's personal to me. I've been able to pen down 11 action steps that I want to take as a leader henceforth. And I want to say, Mr. President, you've really blessed us today. And my prayer for you, sir, is that your fountain of deep knowledge shall never run dry. Thank you once again, Mr. President. God bless you. Over to you, Tinoye.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gbenga. Yes, once again, thank you so much, Mr. President, for the depth of knowledge that you always share with us every fourth Saturday of every month at this assembly. You are building us to be leaders that will take over the world, not just our country, but the world. Thank you so much, sir. I can see iPhone has turned on his camera. Mr. Dan, please just keep that. I'm coming to you shortly. iPhone, sorry, I'm calling you that because you didn't rename yourself. I've asked you to unmute your mic. Please go ahead and unmute your mic and give your feedback in just 1 minute. Thank you. Please go ahead and give your feedback.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good evening, everyone. How are you today?
Hi, good evening. We're doing fine, thank you.
My name is Ope Pelemo, Steve Bro. And really, I must commend the president, Dr. Smith Smart. In fact, the first time I met with him at E-Village at VI, because I live in Lagos, Nigeria. So I'm also a fan of the business. I used to work with AOI Comedian. So I used to be a marketing and sponsorship manager for AOI show. In fact, I'm even on the project of Jeff. So I met with Dr. Smith Smart and talking about listening for leaders. So I want to talk about the first day I met with Dr. Smith Smart. He gave me an appointment to meet with him at VI. So because what I do, like I said before, I drive sponsorship and corporate partnership for events. So that's what I do for a living. So I help event organizers to scale when it comes to sponsorship, fundraising, and partnership. That's what I do. So and Dr. Smith, for the first time he met with me at the office at VI, he really gave me, he listened to me. He gave me that listening. I told him what I do for a living. And I gave him my profile and everything about what I do, and he really gave me the audience what I really wanted. So I believe for every leader, it's very very important that as a leader, being able to listen to even your subordinate is a key. And I believe that for even for what he has shared this evening, I'm going to promote and make sure that I also embrace that and even taking that back to my team and ensuring that me myself I am able to also be able to, because I also have a team that I also lead, be able to also ensure that I'm able to listen, be able to understand their needs and then become champions in what I do too. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Opeyemi Pelemo, for the feedback. And yes, that's that thing that I always stand out for Mr. President. You listen, not just listen. How do I even put it? Because I don't know if I'm supposed to say this here. There was one post that Mr. President wanted to make, and I was like, sir, don't make this post. You make it, a lot of things will happen in your DM and all. And then he made that post, and something happened. I can't say that, but something happened. And they said, see, this is the reason why I do the things I do. Because we cannot explain it. It just happened. Thank you so much, Mr. President, for being you. I'm just going to say it like that. Yes, Stephen, if you want us to call you, you need to turn on your camera. And then if not, I won't be able to call you to give your feedback. So please turn on your camera in 30 seconds if you want to give your feedback. Okay, Stephen, unfortunately, I might not be able to call you because your camera is turned off. Chairman Dan, sir, please go ahead and give your feedback, sir. Back to you, meet your mic.
Thank you, Ms. Tunuoye. The feedback that you have all given is very pertinent, very apparent that you paid attention, and in some cases, very remarkable. I think Moshood, who spoke at the beginning, perhaps his comments touched me the most in terms of their pertinence, because he said, if you don't lead, someone else will. I teach people about core values and culture, and it's all about being sure that when you lead, you make it clear what your core values are and what the core values are of the entity you're leading, so that someone else doesn't create the presence that you're not happy with. So, Moshood, congratulations for that. Very, very wise perspective. Relative to most of you, I'm either 3 or 4 times older I'm 4 times older than most of you. I've lived 4 times as long. And I say that so you appreciate when I say Dr. Sumi is the most impressive, wise entrepreneur I've ever met in my life. I want you to understand that comes not from a minimal experience, but from lots and lots of time as an entrepreneur myself and dealing with other entrepreneurs. His words I cherish. I learn every time from him, and I want to be sure that I emphasize for you before I say what I'm about to say. Listen, come to the assembly every week. Every opportunity you have to hear him speak, listen. Buy the book, Gift of Success. There's such wisdom in that. But I want to add something that comes from my experience, and it relates, as some of you will realize, to something that happened at GEF to me. Years ago, it was 50 years ago, I worked in a company that was a holding company called Rio Grande Industries. It owned a number of subsidiaries, but the holding company, in my time there, I had the opportunity to work with 2 people. Max was one, Jim was another. I want to help you appreciate what it means to be a leader versus being a boss. Max, as you'll see in a moment, was a leader. Jim was a boss. One time when Max and I were talking, he said, the issue is Jim is more concerned about people getting to the meeting on time, and I'm more concerned with what happens during the meeting. I thought that was interesting and telling. There was a specific situation where I was hired by one of the subsidiary companies to report to a president whose name is Jerry. And I did that as marketing vice president. After working there for a couple of years, he ended up calling me in to have a conversation with me that was about something so stupid and out of line with my values that it prompted me to quit after a couple of weeks. He said to me, you can make any decision you want at any time. Just know that I can overrule your decision whenever I want. Well, when I heard those words, I knew I couldn't stay. And I ended up, after reflecting upon how to proceed, leaving the company a couple of years later and went back up to the holding company. The first person that I encountered was Jim. Jerry had obviously called to tell him I had quit because I know I was favored in the holding company. When I walked into Jim's office to express to him my gratitude for all he had done, he looked at me and said, after all I've done for you, I can't believe you did this to me. And I left his office in tears. I was stunned by what he had said because he hadn't taken the time to listen to my perspective. As I left his office going to the elevator, Max saw me and saw the condition I was in, and he said to me, something's obviously wrong. Let's go have coffee. That defines to me the difference between a leader, and God knows Dr. Sumi is one of the best, and a boss. So the capabilities are often subtle. No one says, I'm a boss or I'm a leader. If you're a leader, people know it because you walk the walk. So I just wanted to share that experience with you as an example of what difference can be made to an individual by someone who's a leader, by someone who's a boss, and by someone who fails to hear both sides of a story before they act. I bless you all. Thank you for joining this incredible assembly. It's always a pleasure to see you all.
Thank you so much, Chairman Dan. It's always beautiful and a pleasure to hear you speak, sir. You are also filled with wealth of knowledge that we are digging in. We are happy to meet you. We're happy to always connect with you and hear you speak, sir. We learn from you every time, sir. And yes, Dr. Sumi Smart Francis' book is changing life. One of his books that is currently selling so fast now, The Gift of Success. A lot of copies were printed, but it is being taken. People are rushing it because of the kind of knowledge that's in the book. Do you want to be successful? Do you think success is something that you just earn, or do you think it's given? The book is selling fast right now. It's available. If you want your copy, just visit sumismartfrancis.com/books. I don't know if Admin can help me drop that link in the chat box. Get your own copy now. You saw Moshe show up the book because of what he had learned from it. So I advise every one of you here, don't just listen to Moshe say he had read it and he had learned a lot from it and it's giving him value. Go through that link now. Admin, please help me drop the link. sumismartfrancis.com/books. Go and order yours now. And yes, we are rounding up now. Please don't leave. Stay. We still have to dance, still have to laugh, we still have to connect, we have to network. That is one of the essence of the Entrepreneurs Assembly, allowing entrepreneurs from all over the world be able to connect, be able to meet each other, and also have fun virtually. I don't know if you know that it happens, but yes, parties happen virtually, and we're having one now. Before we do that, we are now going to be reciting our creed. Okay, I see Mr. President's hand is being raised. Please go ahead, sir.
The question, the guy that asked the question, the answer to his question. Yeah, I thought as much that you forgot. So yeah, let's end with a question from the gentleman who asked that there is many leadership opportunities. I suspect what he's trying to find out is how does he manage to juggle it, or how can he, cope or manage when you have so many aspects that he has to lead on. And of course, using my own case study as an example. So this is a good question, but the answer is for every one of you, because that scenario will happen in your lives. So please pay attention as we end with that answer. Before I give that answer, I want to say congratulations. All of you have just exhibited the sacrifice of leadership by waiting till the very end. It's one of the things I used to check people. Sacrifice. How disciplined are they? There are many fly-by-nights. I jump in, I jump out, I check people. I've been scrolling down, just checking the faces, checking the names. Sacrifice. If this one can be so disciplined, even to invest in that person's life is easy because you can see the leadership character in them already. Some people cannot wait in life. They jump from things to things to things. And at the end of the year, after 10 years, they start complaining, there's a spiritual attack. I can't seem to complete anything. There's no spiritual attack. You just lack discipline. Back to the answer.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. As an
The
entrepreneur,
answer is, wait, I've not answered the question, I said back to the answer. So the answer, you want this man to attack you for you not getting this answer. The answer is this. Paint the picture for you so that you can easily understand it. When we say lead, that means you are leading someone. So in the conversation, there's an element of direction, destination. Am I right? When I say lead us to London, that means we're going to London. Lead us to Australia. You're going to Australia. So this destination, location, direction. Now, I want you to keep that on your left hand. On your right hand, let me put something there for you. If I'm leading some people somewhere, if I'm leading a team somewhere, if I'm leading people on a direction, and we are going north, we're going north, and then I set a south role and an east role, can you already see what's going to happen? So what I'm trying to say, yes, you can have many multiple leadership portfolios, but in the same direction. So if you are seeing anything you want to take in leadership, that's my personal advice. Take things that are in line with what you've been leading or in line with your vision. So that even when you carry more people in your bus of leadership, you are still going the same direction. Not that you led people on singing and they called again and they said there's technology. Then you go and lead technology. The people for singing, they are still there. After you are leading technology, they say there's a soccer club. You go and join soccer club to lead people in soccer club. And then the ones in technology, they left, they are still hanging there. Then they said, no, there's leadership for people who are doing dancing class. So you as a leader now, you're now leading the entire circle. You don't look like a madman. Please, when they say leadership, there is direction, there is motion, there is destination in Leo. Having those factors in Leo, only accept more for portfolios in the same direction. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for the answer. And I do hope that the man who asked the question, I'm very sure, I don't need to ask you, I'm very sure this answers your question. I'm very sure about that. I see Dr. Aisha's hand is being raised. Dr. Aisha, I'll let you give your feedback. I've asked you to unmute your mic. Please go ahead and give your feedback in just 1 minute because we're running up already. Dr. Aisha, I've asked you to unmute. You've not muted your mic, please. Okay. You've muted again, please. Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, family.
Good
I hope
evening.
we're all fine. Mr. President, you are the remaining table we are managing. You just shattered it and scattered it and put what's it called, kerosene and fire and just like turn it and you flame it to fire and pack the what's it called, and packed the dust and like flush it in the water so that everyone that wants to stay will stay. Everybody that wants to go should go. Mr. President, thank you so much for always being there for us, for always making us to be more than what we are, always pushing us to where we are. At the point when the video went off, me, I was scared because I'm like, when now the government we are, especially in North, if you touch government, we'll not see you again. So at the point I was scared. But Mr. President, thank you always for always leading us to the right path, and always like I always said is each time you come out and talk to us is like you know what we are feeling, you know the stage we are, and you need to like do something to boost our capacity and we'll keep going. Thank you so much for always being there for us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aisha. Thank you so much for the feedback. Thank you so much for the feedback. Yes, yes, yes. We're rounding up. We're rounding up now. Don't leave. Please stay with us as we dance, as we connect, and then sing. Yes, we're going to be reciting our creed now. If you can, Stephen, okay. If Mr. David, I see your hand is being raised up. I guess you want to give your feedback. Abasi Shabit your mic, please go ahead.
First of all, it's always great to be here and see everybody week after week. One of the things I want to bring up is Dr. Sumi. Look at that shirt he's wearing. Absolutely cool. And Joshua with the hat. Why am I bringing that up? Because everything starts in your brain and in your heart. So when you look cool and sharp, people immediately get a message, number one. The second thing that's absolutely the most important that we can improve every week is, like Dr. Sumi and his wife, bring your son or daughter to these meetings, because just like my mother said over and over, manners are free. They mean everything. So by having manners, you show self-respect, respect for the other person, and bring in your children. You're telling your children, who are your seed and who are your proof from God and the angels that this is going to be our future. And when those children are listening to the way we conduct ourselves with amazing wisdom that we need to capture right now, so when they go to school, they're not bullied, they're not made fun of, they're bright, they're sharp, they come up with amazing ideas, is because we put them in an environment to allow them to grow. And that is, to me, it's like Johnny Appleseed. You get the apple, you get the seeds. You could only eat one apple. You take the seeds, you can create a whole orchard where everybody can eat. So it's always an honor, and I look forward to next Saturday as well.
Thank you so much, Mr. David. And yes, we all look forward to the next assembly as well. Now we can take our creed. Please, if you can unmute your mic, you can unmute, and then we start. It's actually a call and response. So I say, if you can achieve this much alone, you respond with how much more can we achieve together. I'll take it again. If you can achieve this much alone, you respond with how much more can we achieve together. Now, if you can mute your mic, unmute yourself, and let's take this together. If you can achieve this much alone,
how much can we achieve together?
Thank you, DJ Keys, for leaving it.
You're rocking with the best. This is Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, where African entrepreneurs at home and in the diaspora come together to connect, collaborate, and build strategic partnerships. Join us now.
You feel defeated, falling on your knees and looking up for some hope tonight. You try to stand up, but you throw your hands up like you no longer have the strength to fight. 'Cause you've seen too many sunsets, too many days ending in the darkest night. But on your own, you'll never know, you'll never know. If you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water, believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water. If you believe. They say that all you need is faith, but it's almost like you lost your way. Took a few wrong turns, took a few breaks, falling behind now looking for grace. 'Cause you need someone to lift you up, yeah, make right all the things you've done. 'Cause on your own you'll never know, you'll never know. If you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water, believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water. If you believe, you can do anything, you can do anything, you can do anything if you believe. If you believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water, believe you can move the highest mountains, cross the greatest oceans, walk across the water. If you believe.
You're rocking with the best. This is Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, where African entrepreneurs at home and in the diaspora come together to connect, collaborate, and build strategic partnerships.